What was going on in y'all mind when y'all saw this review? Well, I don't care what was going on in y'all mind, as that was a rhetorical question. Y'all should already know that I don't say things to appease the casual listener of hip hop. This album is fire, and when I kept listening to it, I grew to like every song on this project, which increases the score to diamond status. Now this is kinda crazy as I'm already answering the question to my own video, but if you follow and pay attention to my content, then you already know that I don't think Ice Spice is a bad rapper. When I listened to a large portion of her catalog a year ago, I said that she has a lot of potential as her style is fresh and unique. I truly believe she is using her potential as her latest efforts are highly enjoyable. But let's rewind for a bit. I've recently re-listened to all the songs covered in my top 10 popular Ice Spice songs video, and I've also listened and re-listened to her albums like Deluxe and Y2K. If I'm being perfectly honest, I enjoy listening to these projects and songs, as Ice Spice has the ability to make catchy music. A major misconception about Ice Spice is that she uses the same styles and flows in her music. This is false, as I've heard her switch her style and delivery countless times. This was even the case with her older music. Before I talk about her albums, I want to talk about her standalone tracks that highlight her different styles. Two songs from Ice Spice that I didn't care for are the tracks Name of Love and No Clarity. I love the instrumentals on both of these songs, with the Name of Love being one of my favorite instrumentals Riot USA has produced for her.
Give you love, give it back. I'ma smooch you like you're not attached. Don't assume where I'm at.
The concepts of both songs are hilarious, as Ice Spice talks about how she plays with dudes' emotions. Name of Love is the funniest, as she has an issue with the guy talking to other girls, even though she told him not to get attached to her. She oftentimes refers to herself as a smoochie, which is another way of saying she's a thought. This means that she's not faithful herself, as she doesn't have an issue getting with other men.
I'ma smooch you like you're not attached.
This is the most confusing and hilarious thing I've ever heard on a song. The song No Clarity has one of the wildest opening lines, as she asks her boyfriend what did she do, only to follow this up by saying that she has sex with his homie.
Like, I fucked on your bro.
We later find out that he cheated on her first, which led to her cheating on him back. She also takes issue to the fact that he did this, even though she constantly states that she's not faithful herself.
I fucked on your bro. Like, I cannot choose no love in a smooch.
Why is a thought getting mad that her boyfriend is a thought? These two tracks are hilarious to me, as this is how some girls are in real life. But the thing that's intriguing about these songs is that Ice Spice provides different styles on both of them. I don't like her out of breath flow on Name of Love.
Do a song the next day they all copy. If I told you a lie, would you dip?
But as I'm re-listening to No Clarity, her semi-aggressive flow is growing on me, turning it into a banger.
Can't fuck with a nigga that stay in the likes of a bitch I don't like. She must be a bait, cause you always fight.
So as I'm writing this script, No Clarity is a major bop now. This is one of the many examples of Ice Spice providing different flows, and I'm about to show you guys another one. Two songs from Ice Spice that I rock with heavy is her feature on Boys a Liar 2 and Euphoric. Euphoric involves Ice Spice providing a very aggressive flow which works incredibly. This also helps with her New York dialect. Ice Spice's ad-libs are catchy as well, as they're aggressive just like her flow.
I'm also pretty and young. They say I'm next, like Ice Spice, you really don't want. I'm next. She mad cause I'm taking a spot. Bitches be needing it.
The concept of this track is her talking her ish, and how she will soon become a major star in the rap game. This song was before her major hit song Munch, which blew up a few months later, so she definitely predicted her success. Boys a Liar Part 2 will forever be a major bop. I still remember the first time I heard this song, and I had the stank look on my face the entire time. Pink Pantheress and Ice Spice have amazing chemistry, as their vocals blend perfectly with each other. Pink Pantheress' singing vocals are not only heavenly, but they're catchy as well. Ice Spice absolutely killed her verse, as her flow is smooth, and her lyrics are dope.
Saying he home, but I know where he at. Like, bet he blowing her back. Think about me, cause he know that it's fat.
But I can't talk about this track without talking about the fan-made remix, which involves someone infusing this track with the song Slow Jams by Kanye West. Ice Spice's flow on the Slow Jams instrumental is godly.
He say that I'm good enough, got my think about shit that I shouldn't have. So I tell him it's one of me.
This was just a well put together song, which also birthed the dope remix. So far in my analysis, Ice Spice has shown multiple styles, and she's able to create catchy songs. If you ask me, this is all I ask for when determining if I'm going to like an artist's music. Ice Spice did well, as I like 3 out of the 4 tracks mentioned. Now let's get into her projects. I just listened to her album Like Deluxe for the first time, but a lot of the songs that appear on this project are tracks that I already heard. These songs are In Her Mood, Princess Diana and the remix with Nicki Minaj, Gangsta Boo, Actin' a Smoochie, Bikini Bottom, and Munch Feeling You. My opinion has changed on 2 of these tracks, as I've grown to like the song Actin' a Smoochie, and Ice Spice's short verse on the remix to Princess Diana was a great leeway to Nicki Minaj's incredible performance.
And I just fell in love with a gangster, so he put my name in the top. but I don't let them come to the crib. So we get it on.
One thing I've noticed when I kept listening to Ice Spice is that her flow and delivery grew on me. Some tracks that I wasn't feeling at first are now songs that I like. In Her Mood is one of my favorite Ice Spice songs, as she flows exceptionally over the laid-back instrumental. I still hate the instrumental on the track Gangsta Boo, which is a shame, as Ice Spice and Lil TJ did a great job on their verses. This also goes for the obnoxious beat on the song Bikini Bottom. The way the samples are used on these tracks are highly annoying, and that heavy bass sound effect is unappealing as well.
If she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post.
But although this is the case, Ice Spice's performance on these songs are good. I can't return to these tracks simply because of the production. Her mega hit Munch is a skip for me as well. I like the catchy chorus, but her flow feels very beginner-like. Another example of this on this project is one of the newer songs called How High. When Ice Spice raps her verses on this song, her flow is very lifeless. She sounds like she just started rapping 5 minutes ago.
You like nah 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 nah, I just want us to make up. You like nah 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 nah, like how far can we take us? Oh my mama.
This may have been a time where she experimented with her delivery. If this is the case, she can just go ahead and throw that style away. One thing that I have to talk about is Ice Spice's constant references to poop in her lyrics. I've counted about 3 times she did it on this album, and if I'm being perfectly honest, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm someone that likes horrorcore rap, so some poop bars aren't gonna bother me. This would also mean that I'll be annoyed by Lil Wayne, as he constantly talks about Dookie in his lyrics. If y'all got a problem with Ice Spice having poop bars, your favorite rapper better not be Lil Wayne. Ice Spice provides another unamusing performance on her solo version of the track Princess Diana. Her lazy, nonchalant flow worked well on the remix, but it gets boring on the original track as it goes on longer. But that's enough about the duds on this project, as there are some major highlights as well. Her performance on the track Butterfly Coup is phenomenal, as her aggressive tone helps with her catchy delivery. She also recites dope punchlines, and the beat has a great rhythm and catchy samples.
Where she at? On the floor. She getting money, but I'm getting more. I'm a player, you know I'm a score. First it was hanging out.
The concept of this song are the concepts of 90% of the tracks on this album, as she talks about how bad she is. She always talks about how she has a big butt, which is the main focus on this track, as she highlights the fact that she has a big butt with the butterfly tattoo. Ice Spice's repetitive subject matter doesn't bother me, as she's creative with her style. She knows how to make her songs enjoyable, and she does a great job adapting to her unique sound. Another great example of this is the next song, Deli, which has a very upbeat instrumental. I also like the dark vibe of the production, and Ice Spice provides another amazing performance as she showcases her ability to switch up her flow. On the first verse of this song, her flow is more laid back, and on the second verse, her flow is more aggressive. Although she continues to rap about shaking her big butt, her unique style makes this song enjoyable.
They all like, damn, I still flow be the hardest. I'm not a regular artist. Gra, gra, go cool.
Another highlight on this album is the last track, On the Radar. This is the first time Ice Spice got somewhat personal in her music. She reflects on hard times when she struggled. She also talks about all the people that looked down on her, which motivated her to grind in order to get where she's at today. There is also a significant difference in her flow, as it involves more passion and emotion, as she reflects on hard times. The narrative that Ice Spice has the same style on every track is absurd to me, as she showcased many abilities on this album. With that being said, I gave this album a B, as she showcased her potential greatly. This album is just fun to kick back and listen to, as it has a handful of great tracks. The downfall of this project are some of her lifeless performances and unamusing beats. This honestly was a good first project for Ice Spice, but as we all know, she went absolutely crazy on her next one. All the flaws I had on her first project don't appear on this album. There isn't a bad instrumental, and her multiple styles are executed greatly. I know the main problem people have with this project is that it's too short. This isn't an issue for me, as the songs are good and they end at the right time. This is such a fun project, so much to the point where I ran it back several times in a day. I can honestly just talk about these tracks in order, as they're all bangers. I love the grimy feel of the instrumental on Fat Butt. Ice Spice's flow is filled with confidence, which is a major plus as it matches the hard-hitting production. She also provides exciting lyrics as she brags about how fat her butt is and her wealth. Ice Spice's ad-libs are addictive on the next track, Oh Shh, and she also continues to showcase confidence in her flow. The New York drill influenced instrumental is extremely catchy, and Travis Scott's verse is good as he showcases his signature creative style. The concept is a little different, as Ice Spice talks about how she always grabs the attention of everyone when she enters the room.
Standing on shit like a floor mat. They keep trying to reach me, cause they know that I never call back. Throw it back on her BD.
Popa involves Ice Spice showcasing an entirely different flow that's very reminiscent to the likes of Chief Keef. This is based off how she pronounces her words, along with the production that's heavily influenced by Chief Keef's sound.
And he left that bitch cause I'm a cooler bitch. But she ain't no player, this a cooler bitch.
Ice Spice shows that she can provide many different creative styles, which she executes extraordinarily well on this track. At first I didn't like Ice Spice's flow on the song Be Unpacking, as it sounds like she's breathing really heavy. As I listened to this track over and over, her flow grew on me. She definitely sounds like she's breathing heavy, but another element to her flow is sexiness. It sounds like she's whispering in your ear and moaning at the same time. It oddly works, as there's an element of catchiness when she delivers her lyrics. The instrumental on this track also bangs like crazy. This enhances Ice Spice's unique flow a great deal. Gunna drops a good verse as well.
Bitch, I'm packing. Got that jet on me. Yeah, he jacking me. Got the racks on me.
The next track, Plenty Sun, had the same flaws the last track as I didn't like Ice Spice's flow. But just like the last track, her unique flow grew on me. On this track, she presents a tiresome, nonchalant flow, which works exceptionally well with the Chicago drill-influenced instrumental. Ice Spice's style is extremely fun on this album, along with the production from Riot USA. Did It First is an extreme bop. The instrumental is incredibly catchy, with its creative use of vocal samples. Ice Spice and Central C's chemistry is amazing, as they both flowed incredibly over the infectious upbeat production. The concept is also unique on this track, as it focuses on how bad things are done to an individual, which leads to the other person doing bad things as well. An example Ice Spice uses is How I Got Cheated on Her. Since he cheated on her first, she's now going to cheat on him. Now that I think about it, this is like another version of her song No Clarity.
If he cheating, I'm doing him worse. No Uno, I hit the reverse. I ain't tripping the grip in my purse. I don't care, cause he did it first.
BB Belt has one of the best beats on the album. The dark gloomy vibe is executed amazingly. Ice Spice also matches the vibe of the instrumental exceptionally, as her flow is low in tone, and although she raps about the same things on these songs, her style is highly enjoyable as she effortlessly adapts to these tracks. Thank You to Ish Fart gets me hype every time. And no, the doo-doo lyrics don't bother me, as I think it's hilarious. It also fits the concept, as Ice Spice addresses other females that think they're on her level. She's the shit, and they're not even the fart. Her delivery on this song is what gets me going, as her flow is extremely catchy. My favorite part of this track is when the beat drops.
To do my little dance, bitch, I'm a brand. Bitch, I'm a baddie, I get what I want. All in Balenciaga, I look like a bum.
That part gets me lit every time, as it's perfectly executed in my opinion. The final two tracks on this album involve Ice Spice presenting her hype flow. Give Me a Light is absolutely incredible, as the instrumental bangs like crazy, and the Sean Paul sample is utilized incredibly. When I listened to this album for the first time, and I got around to this track, I was highly impressed by Ice Spice's overall style on this project. She provided multiple creative flows that were executed greatly, and as I kept playing this album over and over, she executed these styles flawlessly. The final track, TTYL, reminds me of her banger Euphoric, as she provides her aggressive hype style. The instrumental is another amazing one, as it's a fusion of New York drill and trap music. Although Ice Spice is not the most lyrical rapper, she still has good bars and delivers them really well.
First thing when I wake up, I make sure my cake up. I do my hair, put a little bit of makeup. Of course, I'm the baddest.
And now we get to the final grade of this project, and it's about to shock all the real hip-hop heads. Since I now like every song on this album, it's officially now an A+++. There isn't a single bad instrumental, and Ice Spice provides multiple creative styles that are sonically appealing. Yes, her subject matter is repetitive, but her songs are enjoyable overall, as the styles of these tracks are very unique. Now to answer the question, is Ice Spice a bad rapper? The answer is absolutely not if you ask me. Her two projects equal to an A++, as her music is enjoyable overall. Now of course this is my opinion, as the majority of people think Ice Spice is trash. I'm almost positive that a large portion of these people don't actually listen to her music, which is fine, as is what's expected. But I'm someone that took the time out to listen to her catalog, and I've witnessed her unique rap style firsthand. There's also those people that believe every rapper has to be a lyricist with the message in their songs, but again, I'm not one of those people. There's a time and place for everything, And in Ice Spice's case, she makes fun party music. Now if we're being technical, the essence of hip hop is about having fun and partying. So Ice Spice is more hip hop than you think. Another thing I must point out is that I honestly don't see the difference between her and Lil' Kim, as they're on the same level lyrically and they pretty much rap about the same things. Ice Spice in my opinion is a modern day raunchy rap star, just like her peers before her. Now I know that Ice Spice's career is officially over and the album that I like so much flopped, but this doesn't concern me as I like a large majority of her music. I'm gonna still bump her music even if she supposedly falls off. The majority of people that so-called listen to her music wanted her to provide something new and fresh, which is what I think she did to a high degree on her second album. But it is what it is. All in all, Ice Spice is an incredible rapper, and she most certainly doesn't belong in the horrible rapper category. With all that being said, that's my thoughts on Ice Spice. Stay tuned for more videos in this series as I have a lot of rappers to cover. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. Gully Boy signing out.